Well, Abad Makotsi, the president of the Leonean community, welcome to Platform Media International.
Thank you, sir.
Well, I've been talking to a lot of people in the audience. They seem, from what I could gather, everybody look impressed with what we have done. My question now is, how did you pull that through?
It's not a one-man job, and not only for our community, but we have reached out to many other communities, many other African communities, and we have our partners, our sponsors to help us put this event together. We had a very small, tight window to put things together, but with the help of the other communities, the Nigerian community, the PMI, especially PMI for partnering with
Thank
us
you.
to make this wonderful. You know, we really appreciate everything that everybody have contributed, and they have put together all this effort to make this event a success tonight. We really appreciate everybody.
I've long been around. I know that what happens in an African community like this is a problem of inclusion. And my question again is, how do you tend to bring everybody together?
Yes, our goal as a community is to work with everybody. We want every Sierra Leonean out there to feel part of this community. And so we encourage, and we are reaching out to every Sierra Leonean to come on board. That's why we presented this, we did these awards, this recognition, so that people who are out there, who are doing great job, we want to bring them in. We want them to feel part of this community moving forward so that we can do great things.
I also saw your program look very promising. Again, problem of finance, problem of cooperation, unity those are three hurdles that you need to cross before you get some fulfillment from what you are planning.
Yes.
Again, the challenge will be finance, like I said, a problem of unity and all that. Mm-hmm. So primarily, where do you intend to source for funds?
Well, so this for this year, for this event, we are a little bit tight with funds. We reach out to companies, to businesses, and other organizations to sponsor us. But we are late. We are too late because the time we started the planning, it was very late. But it's very promising for next year and going forward. Now we know the channels. We know where to reach out and get the funds. And even the city of Sori did very well. They helped us, although the application didn't go through, but they consider our application, yes, our request, especially for heritage, cultural heritage events like this. They said they want to be part of it. And so we know that next year we'll do a bigger event. We'll have more funds.
Thank you, Abba Makoti. And I want to wish Vada Gagbo, welcome to Platform Media International.
Thank you.
As a member of the executive of the Sierra Leone community, my question always with things like this is, how are you going to sustain this tempo and build on what you have done tonight?
I think there are two major ways that we would like to see something like this sustained and built on. Firstly, we would like to improve inclusion. And I think tonight was a big marker of success for us, because I would say at least 10% of our attendees tonight were people who were on the outskirts. We didn't even know they were Sierra Leoneans. We didn't even know they were living here in British Columbia. And they attended this event. So that was a big success. And that's what we want to build on. The other thing we want to build on is just the level of socialization among our community, mixing with other communities. Sierra Leonean community in British Columbia is quite small. And like they say, if you walk alone, you don't walk too far. But if you have a friend, you can walk far. So we want to build on that inclusion with other African communities and the Canadian society also.
Well, another issue that I've asked of your president is issue of funds. That is...
it's always a big problem. Yes.
Knowing too well that every cent and dollar count here. So how do you intend to get that?
We do have a few fundraising initiatives planned out. We actually have a 2-year plan. Okay. So we do have a few fundraising initiatives planned out for the term that we will be in office. So we hope to be able to replenish the funds that we spent tonight. We're also hoping to be able to apply for some community monies that will be available to us to apply for. We're actually expecting, hopefully soon, to hear from City of Surrey whether they will help us covering some of the cost of this event. And yeah, those are some of the things. But the money that we raise isn't to spend. It is really to send back home or to put back into the community to develop our members here, as well as do something significant back home. That's the reason we wanted to partner with TPFSL, who's already got a school in Kabbalah, and Innocence Lost, who's doing great work in Sierra Leone also.
Okay. So on behalf of Platform Media, I want to wish you well and hope more grace to your elbows.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
You. Thank you.
Welcome to Platform Media International, a celebration of Sierra Leone independence. What's your name, man?
My name is Sonia Harding.
Welcome to Platform Media.
Thank you.
Well, you must be impressed what is going on tonight, and everybody I've talked to here seems to give that impression. And the question is, how did you put this together? Because
You know what? The executives and leadership of the Sierra Leonean community in British Columbia are working very hard behind the scenes to engage its people in the program and the community at large. And so this is the first annual Canada Sierra Leone Heritage Cultural Day. And we're hoping that this will be the beginning of many of these sort of events. I'm very impressed and I'm delighted to have been part of this event.
And I saw the program of action for the new executives. It looks very promising. The question that has bedeviled a lot of African associations is the question of funds. And my question to every member of every executive is, how do you want to proceed?
Well, we have a membership fees, and also what we're doing is identifying those organizations that have funds that we can call upon to support the organization. And we're doing that, and we definitely hope that will help sustain this organization to engage many people in the future.
Thank you very much. I want to wish you well.
Thank you so much, and you have a great evening.
Thank you. Welcome to Platform Media International. Congratulations on the celebration of Sierra Leone independence. I know, what's your name, sir?
My name is Lansana Kamara.
And you're the vice president.
I'm the vice president of the association.
Well,
yeah.
I want to say that's a very good one that you guys pulled out together. But I've been attending Sierra Leone event. This seems to be as growing from strength to strength.
Yeah.
And the question I want to ask, like you said, how do you want to pursue the issue of inclusion among your members?
Yeah. I think that the thank you very much for congratulating us on the organization of this event. We also thank you guys for partnering with us to organize this event. We really appreciate that.
Thank you.
And I think with regards to members, we try to organize these events as a kind of Canada and Sierra Leone Heritage Day. The idea behind it is just to organize, to have members of the community to come together, being the Canadian friends, the Sierra Leoneans, but also the Sierra Leoneans partners. We wanted just to have everyone together. We know it's a community, it's a small community. We continue to grow in BC, and it's always a tough challenge, right, to bring people together. But that's what we're doing, and we've committed to that. And I think today is just a real demonstration as to how we want to bring the community together. We have old and new executive were here. We have all the members were here. Most of the members that have been with the community for years were also here. So we think we are really together.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Jerry Gbadi, welcome to the celebration of Sierra Leone independence. How are you?
I'm good, Joe.
You must be impressed with what has happened tonight. The way the Sierra Leone community put up their event, the attendance, and their the well-structured organization, right?
It's so impressive, man. The attendance is so impressive, and the program itself is one that other community organizations need to emulate. It was short, so much on substance than all the empty talks and what have you.
It must be an inspiration to other African countries.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. It is indeed.
And what message you have for Sierra Leoneans and Africans in general?
Oh, my message is very simple. If you have the opportunity to be in a developed country and do something for yourself within your community, help the other people back home from where you come. Because it's good to give back. The more you give back, the better it is for you and for your community. And again, I'm going to give you this African parable. It's so much prevalent among the Liberians. The baboon climbs the tree, deer does not climb. So if the baboon goes up in a fruit tree, what does it do? It shakes the limbs and lets some fruits fall down for the deer that is on the ground to eat. So if you have the chance to come to a developed country, let the socioeconomic part of what you do trickle down to the people back in your country of origin. It's good for you to do so, because at the end of the day, you feel glad that you are helping other people, unless you're someone who is selfish. But I think the way we've come from communities that are very much poor. We come from backgrounds that people are less fortunate, and you are fortunate. Help the people that are less fortunate.
Thank you very much, brother.
Thank you, Big Joe.
I wish you well.
All right, thank you.
Thank
I
you.
look forward to seeing you guys on May the 20th, when we're going to be having the African Canadian Soccer and Cultural Association Awards Dinner and Gala. So if you're there, you're going to see more of what you've seen here. This is just a little bit of it. It's a tip of the iceberg. On the 20th, you see bigger things than this one. So, Big Joe, I look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yvonne Couchet, welcome to Platform Media.
Thank you.
International.
Thank you.
Well, you blew everybody away in that audience. The way you performed, your song was very, very emotional. and
Thank
also,
you.
Very engaging.
That was what I meant it for it to be.
Have you been doing this? How long have you been doing this?
Professionally, I would say about 7 years now.
So you're a professional singer.
I am.
So
Yes.
where have you been hiding in Leonean that we don't know you?
Well, I moved here about 3 years ago
From where?
from Uganda, and I'm a student here. So I was doing music long before I came to Canada.
Have you been performing in Leonean?
Oh yeah.
If you've been performing, where have you been doing that?
I usually perform at cultural events like this one. I also perform at Calabash. It's a Caribbean African bistro downtown.
It's
Yeah.
downtown.
I usually perform there every month. So you should be seeing me there during the summer. Yeah, once school is on hold.
So your songs, what's the message are you?
What's the message? Well, I love to think that there's just so much for me to sing, but right now, particularly at this time, what I want to sing is just catered to the African community, and just build an Afrocentric sort of. I want people to be proud of where they come from, because most people come here, and you're trying to assimilate. It tends to make you feel, like your culture is inferior for many people. So, my music is, I wanted to build that esteem in where we come from, and, just help people understand more about our culture, rather than, the single story that Africa is a poor place and all this, in a nutshell. Yeah.
So thank you very much.
Thank you so
We want to
much.
see more of you.
For sure. I'd love to come to your show. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.